Hello everybody and welcome to another Industrial Dimensions video. I am Twichnitr0 and this is the MindCrack tribute build. Wow. So as you can probably tell from the title, in this episode we'll be building the humble hermit himself, GeneriKB. Last episode we finished off Adlington. And I think we actually did something wrong with his head. Yes, there's meant to be some other lines there. As I don't have the reference skin up right now, I've forgotten what exactly there is there, but I'll fix that off camera at some point. So, we have to do the GeneriKB, or Jenny, as he's known by many of his fans. Oh, that picture is awesome. Thank you, Sixalona. Who is over there, for anybody who doesn't know. She is actually on this map. I hate all of these chunk error things. They ruin the look of this. Ruin it. Ruin it, I say. Anyway, so I want to apologise for not having an episode of this up for a while. Let's get started with this, shall we? I want to apologise. Let's do a lighter wood. Yeah. I want to apologise because I was away on holiday, and that was fun. I went to Bruges. It was nice. Chocolate, very nice. Waffles, very nice. Went to see some good buildings there. Yep, it was just like the movie in Bruges, except without guns. If anybody's seen that movie, it's a good movie. You should watch it. Anyway, and there was also another reason why I wasn't putting up any videos, and that was because I was doing things on my own channel, putting up some videos on my own channel. For those who don't know, I make maps and stuff, and I put up one map and it got quite an amazing amount of attention for it, and so I was I made that one video and it pushed me over 100 subscribers, so I had to try and make a thank you for all of those people who had subscribed to my channel. It was very nice. Let's see. So, I'm building GeneriKB. Oh, these lights are just going to get in my way, aren't they? Building GeneriKB, a new addition to the MindCrack server. Doesn't have much in the way of clothes. Very interesting skin though, considering. Let's see, this here, yes. And yes. And then we'll put these here for now. Just for now. Oops. There we go. I'm just going to see if I can do the front of him first. With his trousers. His battered green things. Now, I don't think GeneriKB is, you know, all the people say is. I think GeneriKB is secretly the Hulk. Except without the purple trousers. I think what happened is he's Bruce Banner, and yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's why his clothes are all torn, because he has a secret. He turns into the Hulk. And that's why he's not good at PvP, because he cannot let himself get too angry when in PvP, or else he turns into an uncontrollable monster of rage. Yep, that's the exact reason. Of course, actually, he's gotten a lot better at PvP. A lot better. Now, let's see, I think I've done this wrong somewhere because it's not lining up with my reference image. Dum-de-dum-dum. Pretty sure there's 4 here, and then the end of the trousers are here. Yes, no, that's right, This bit here is... No, that can't be right, can it? Oh, God, I've done things wrong already. Well, I don't have much to talk about in this episode too much, considering. Let's get rid of that and let's start from the top and then work down, because we know where we are here. Okay, so... Oh, that's why. I did this bit wrong. Silly me. Yes, and then one up from that is this. Except it's not really that colour, is it? I'm going to need sand for that. for these bits I'm going to need sand. Because they're his sort of tassels for the belt, I think. Well, you can call it belt. Piece of string. Piece of string that stops his battered shorts from falling below his waist and revealing his, little b. Yeah. Alright, well, as I don't have seemingly much to talk about, except, GeneriKB's shorts, I think I will go ahead and complete these as you do. And we'll rejoin this situation once I've finished his trousers. Well, shorts. See you in a second. Alright then, welcome back. Yep. So I think we've done his shorts now to a an alright degree, I'd say. Pretty decent, pretty decent. I think they'll look better once we get the full effect. Might add some detail in, change the tones, if that's at all possible. I think what I'll do is I'll do the sort of shirt thing he has on now from the back. Okay, how am I going to do this? I think because there's not really any of the colours on his shirt in this game, really. It's a bit, yeah, it's a bit strange because his shirt is colours that don't make much sense. They don't exist in this game, I don't think. It's just like they're, mustard colours. But as a mustard colour doesn't exist, I shall use planks because they're close enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 is the number here. It's always good when you're building something like this to get the outline first. Once you have the outline down, you can more easily fill in the center. So these little variants where the sort of skin changes, I use as markers, and then that way I can count more easily from each of the previous ones. So like here with the dots, I know that this dot here, let's say, I know it's somewhere over here, but instead of counting it from the side and the bottom, I can count it from the middle here if I take these points and these points, and then I know how much space there is in the sort of pattern, so it's a lot easier for me. See, now I've done the outside part. With this, I can sort of just fill in the center with these oak planks, and we're good. We're good. So I've had to redesign this room a little, as you can tell. I've decided to put the people I'm going to be doing over here. I've got my mannequins set up. I've decided to put them here because building an entirely new building, I don't know, it just seemed, I mean, not only from a work point of view, it would be a lot more work, but it's sort of like, where am I going to put the new building? And it feels as if, because they're coming in later, they're not special because they're not in the main building, so I've sort of just put them inside this building. I think there's this sort of space is good because it means if you do walk from one side to the other, you can still see every single person who's been in the UHC. So, okay, let's see now. This comes off here into the arm, and here into the arm, and I'm going to use these to plot more. Going to need some yellow here, as yellow was the closest to it. That goes there, and then underneath, then on top, then underneath. Very, very simple pattern to show that the clothes are teared, I guess, and then these go on top, like so. Easy peasy. Easy skin. Well, right now it is. There is one thing I don't understand, which we'll get on later, to do with the front and the beard. There's something that doesn't quite add up with GeneriKB's skin. So if GeneriKB, if you do happen to watch this, I'm going to change that about your skin, because it's just a little inconsistency I found. But, as I said, we'll get onto that in a minute. So these are all going to be this color because this is... Actually, you know what? Jungle logs. Jungle logs. Let's go into the building blocks. Jungle logs. See now that? Would that work better? Would that be closer? Because I know it's slightly more rose coloured or whatever, but... Yep, that works better. Darn. Well, I'm just going to replace every single thing I've done so far as to not continue. Okay, let's have a look at it. In fact, actually, what I'll do is I'll complete his entire shirt. Yeah, I'll complete his whole shirt, and we'll come back when his shirt is done, and we'll see how it looks with these blocks. Okay, so I'll see you in a second again. Okay, everybody. Alright, so I did a little bit more than a shirt. I filled in the arms as well because I thought, well, you know, I'm pretty much going to just make it out of one block, so... Yeah. 1 second, let me just move my reference image a little bit down so I can see what we're going to do next. So, there's this massive gap in here. And that's because... Oh, let's see if I can do this, okay. He's just a poor old man, Hermit. I have no idea how that'll sound until I edit this. So, yes, we're going to have to do his beard. For he is a poor old man, Hermit. He's an old man. He's an old man. Yes, the thing about his beard is... He's got his beard on his face here as well, and he's got his beard down here. But underneath, between the connection between the head and the beard, it is not beard. It's like the beard is only on this side of the face. When you look under his head, there is no beard. Which means whenever he looks up in his videos, you can see the beard on his chest, the beard on his face, but there's no beard here. So it's like, is it chest hair then? Because it doesn't. It looks like it's meant to connect to the beard, so he has a sort of big, old manny beard, but it doesn't. No, it seems that there is a flaw in the skin somewhere there. So yeah, I believe he got his skin redone a while ago. Well, fairly recently considering, but yeah, he's got his skin redone, didn't he? He got a new skin, I think so. Somebody made his skin look a little bit better, but then GeneriKB changed it a bit because obviously the nose wasn't quite right. There we go. I think that sort of looks like what I'm trying to get at here. Yeah. Yeah, so underneath here it's sort of skin coloured instead of beard coloured. I am going to not do it skin coloured, and I'm just going to continue on the beard because obviously the dimensional things and the textures on each side and whatnot kind of make this a little bit hard to do without doing it in a certain way. So let's try and figure out where his face starts and where everything else is, because I'm looking at a two-dimensional image at the moment, so that's why it's quite hard for me to get the sides right. But I do have a side image. It's just I can't do that while recording at the same time, or at least I can, but I have to go and have a look at the reference image a little bit closer. Okay, let's just change all of this to this type, and then keep that there. Keep that there, and then change that, and then have that there, and then this. Going a little bit freeform here, not sticking directly to the skin, but meh, should be okay. And then I think, let's see, that's row 1 of his face. We have 2 and 2. And then we have his mouth, and I don't have any blocks ready for his mouth. I was not quite sure on how I want to do it because it's not red, but it's not quite this. Well, it is red, but it's not. It's like a deep cut sort of red, and this red is kind of too red, if you know what I mean. Now we got to get his tooth, his whistling tooth. Yep, there we go. And come up here with this, and then just come across. And then that, and this. Let's place that with there. Maybe this here. Let's have a look at what that looks like so far. Oh yes, there we go. Now it's starting to look a bit more like GeneriKB. Now it's starting to look a bit more. Let's actually remove these, try and get a smoother look. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, let's keep that. I know it's perfectly square, but as you can see with some of these others, we've allowed ourselves a little bit of artistic sort of. No. Okay, now the nose. This is going to be the interesting part. Let me have a look at the reference skin a little bit closer here. Yeah. Okay. And that should be equal. Yes. Good. And see, this is the face. The face is the most important part. If you get the face wrong, you can't really do much about it. Alright, I think that will work for the nose, because the nose is an important part of his face. Very important. Let's see it, but we'll only really be able to know if it works. You know, I don't like that being on both sides like that. Nope, go where I tell you to. There we go. The blocks, they're disobeying me. Right, now. That there. Get a little bit of stone action in. So, when he was first added to the server, I was incredibly shocked. Because GeneriKB was in fact the last person I thought that would get added to the server. However, at the same time, oh, you see, there we go. That's beautiful, that is. Yeah, I think that works quite well. That's good. Yeah, GeneriKB was like the last person I expected to be added to the MindCrack server. I mean, I know that there's been some rumors beforehand. In fact, actually, I found out before from a certain someone's stream that he was going to be added, and I was like, wait, what? And then very much, you know, 2 days later he was in fact added, and I was like, oh, that's amazing. So yeah, and it's great that he's been added. It's great. Obviously GeneriKB has his own server, Hermitcraft, and I watch on that too. In fact, an interesting person that I didn't think would get added to Hermitcraft was added to Hermitcraft, because I wasn't expecting Monkey Farm to turn up on Hermitcraft. Was one of the last things I was expecting to happen, but yeah, he was, and that was pretty cool as well, because obviously I'd watched Monkey Farm before he got on the server. It's good to see these like collaborations and whatnots. I'm gonna have to look at the side-on view of his face. So I like to make the faces on camera and whatnot with all you guys, because it's just a little bit more personal. So let me see if I can mark this out here. How thick is the side hair here? It goes, because he's got a receding hairline, the old hermit. Receding hairline here, so it's double, I think. Let's make sure it's the morning. And this should be interesting. I have to try and... did I just mess up my recording? No, I don't think so. There's a 9 block area here with beard, so let's just mark this out. So this is the 9 block area, and then from the 9 block area we make a 3 up 2. Oh, I just minimized my reference image completely. Well, oh well. And then we have that. There we go. So let's just get rid of that. Put this down here. Oop, losing the will to fly. Put this down here. So as I'd mentioned at the beginning, I've been doing a lot more stuff on my actual channel, my Twichnitr0's channel. Because I thought, well, you know, I like to make YouTube videos. I've been enjoying this a ton. So why don't I just put some videos up on my actual channel? Seems as it's there. I use it the most. This is sort of a cooperative channel, just for the you know, for the industrial dimension stuff. In fact, this is sort of something that I probably should have started on my channel, but I did not. No, and I think it's good that I put it on the old industrial dimensions channel. But yes, been focusing on my channel a lot more. That doesn't mean I've neglected this channel. I know that I haven't really been putting up my oh darn, what's it called? My Technic stuff recently. But don't worry, that's going to change. I will get round to doing that. It's just right now I am quite busy with the videos. These are sort of my priority because obviously the ultra hardcore has ended temporarily now. It's taken another sort of, this season has ended. So I really want to get the new people in this season built in this build. I can't really finish this build properly until the new single player commands comes out. And I have no idea when that will be. Let's just fill this in like this for now. And then we'll start on the top of the head, because we're almost done with the head now. And I'm not going to stop talking quite yet, because I've got a few things to mention. There we go. Right, so he's got one of those out bits here that sort of just go across the head. He's got a comb over. Got a slight barcode going on here. Okay, we want these. No. Go where I tell you to. 2. No, that's a 3. And then we want to go back 1 and then forwards 1. So here we go. With his hermit hair. Now, does this work coming out like this? Does it actually? Doesn't really, does it? We're going to have to go in. We're going to have to go deeper. We're going to have to put it actually in his head, because it doesn't seem to work as an actual sticky out part. So I'm using artistic, what's it called, again. And then this one is 1 down, and this is just going to be like this, I guess. 2 to 2 to 2. No, and no. One more block, and I think we're done. Yes, we're done. So I don't think I finished everything I wanted to talk about today, but at the same time, I think this episode has been going on for a while. I'm glad that we finished the GeneriKB, or Jenny. Cousin Jenny. That's good. One thing I do want to change up here. One thing, that's too much stone there. So yeah, GeneriKB, love your videos. The new sort of free fraps videos, the 30 seconds one, I know you've been getting a lot of stick for those ones, but I'm pretty enjoying them as well. I mean, they're really short, so you can just sort of pop it on, watch it quickly, and it is quite funny because you just how it just cuts at the end. I'm obviously watching it in 240p quality because that's the only way to watch a free fraps video. So keep up the good work on all of your videos. And ignore the haters. They don't understand. They don't understand your trolly ways. So that's GeneriKB done. Didn't win the ultra hardcore, but maybe next time. I mean, you are learning under the pause. So who's there? So I think in the next episode we will make Milby. And so this has been Twichnitr0's. I'm going to go away now. And this has been GeneriKB. Yes, so look forward to any more episodes. So goodbye everybody. See you next time.